Hello there, welcome back to my world of stuff. An unexpected video. I wasn't expecting to do this particular video today, but I just had an email from Auntie Beeb, good old BBC. In a Christmas period that's already quite full of Doctor Who treats, see my Christmas diary video a little way back, just had this press release to announce that there's a new Doctor Who animation on the way next spring, but it's not one that any of us were really expecting. Yeah, welcome back. Just had this email, so I thought I'd do a little video and put some pictures up for you. BBC have announced that there's a new Doctor Who Missing Adventures animation on the way. Now, the history of the animations, of course, we know that there are 97 missing Doctor Who black and white episodes from the archive, or not in the archive. The BBC have been systematically and slowly animating them over the last few years, and the results are, mixed. There are some good ones, there are some that aren't maybe quite so good, but I think as Doctor Who fans, we should at least be grateful that the BBC are making the effort to fill in the gaps in these missing episodes. Doctor Who fans are not always the most grateful people, of course, but I'm pleased to see these things done. And, I always look at them and I always buy them, and the quality is variable. Anyway, there's a new one coming out next spring. And it is, as I said, one that I don't think we were expecting. It's called Doctor Who The Savages. This is a serial that was broadcast in May and June 1966, towards the end of William Hartnell's time as the Doctor, towards the end of his third season. His companions at the time were Dodo, played by Jackie Lane, and Stephen Taylor, played by Peter Purves, who of course went on to be a Blue Peter legend. This was in fact Stephen's final serial in Doctor Who, and it is an odd one to release on DVD because it doesn't have any obvious unique selling points. There are no Daleks, there are no Cybermen, there are no monsters at all. It is called The Savages. In fact, I'll read from the press release because it's easier that way. The Doctor and his travelling companions, Stephen and Dodo, arrive on an unnamed planet where they encounter two distinct people, the Elders and the Savages. They soon discover the Elders are the evil ones, draining the primitive Savages for their life source to remain young and powerful forever. And as it says, the story marks the final appearance of Peter Purves as Stephen. There are no images as yet of the cover, but there are just sort of standard sort of pack shot pictures. I'll put all the pictures that have been included in the email here for you to see. But apparently it's going to be a 3-disc release, which includes all 4 25-minute animated episodes in both colour and black and white for purists, as well as exclusive bonus features. The executive producer of the release, Paul Hembury, commented, "We have a wonderful team of creators who work together to bring these lost Doctor Who stories back to life through animation. It's always an exciting time when a story nears completion, and we are prepared to share it with the fans for whom it has been made." And it just goes on then to talk about the release of the War Games, which is going to be shown, as you know, on BBC 4 on December the 23rd as a 90-minute omnibus feature. That is also going to be released. The original episodes meticulously colourised and enhanced with updated visual effects, edited into a new 90-minute feature-length experience to appeal to today's modern audiences. Updated sound and a new score, this newly updated version of the War Games offers both fans and newcomers even more ways to watch the much-beloved classic story. And this one is actually coming out on DVD, Blu-ray and limited edition Blu-ray Steelbook. But there are no dates as yet. We're just told that The Savages will release next spring and be available for purchase at the usual places, Amazon, HMV, Zavvi and so on. And not sure entirely when the War Games will due out, sometime around the same time, I suppose. New Doctor Who is always a good thing. Classic Doctor Who. And I know it's difficult because the purists, I've seen it on my own video talking about the upcoming release. Leave it alone, they'll butcher it. Must always understand. Certainly for things like the War Games, the original episodes are still out there. And for the Savages, they're not out there. I think there's a couple of little vague clips online somewhere, but the story does not exist. So it's now going to be animated in the usual style, I think, by the look of it. And I suppose it's better to have these than nothing at all. I have a love-hate, not a love-hate relationship. Some of them are better than others. I think Evil of the Daleks is superb. Some of these animations do have a tendency to go off on little frolics of their own and don't exactly represent what was on TV. But I think you have to expect that because the creative people working on these things now don't want to just slavishly bring back to life a 1960s thing. They want to make it a bit more colourful, a bit more inviting for a modern audience. There does seem to be a push to make classic Doctor Who appeal to a modern audience. I don't know how well that works, but I think there is an archive of Doctor Who's 26-year history that a modern audience might be reluctant to take a look at, and this is a way to get them to look at it. That's all well and good, especially with these episodes that don't exist. The BBC got rid of their original prints years ago, and this is the best way to see them as animations. And good for the BBC for carrying on with this, because there were rumours a few years back that they weren't going to do anymore. So there we are, quick news item for you. The Savages is on its way next spring, coming to Blu-ray, Steelbook and so on. Let me know what you think of this. You may, like some, be disinterested or violently opposed to these because they are an interpretation of the story. But let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. If you're new here and you found this, there's lots of Doctor Who stuff on this channel, and there will be lots more Doctor Who stuff on this channel. So why not like and subscribe? Press that like button, press that subscribe button. Leave a comment. I will see you soon. Until I do, keep taking the stuff.